Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the end of December. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Happy holidays. We're here, end of the year, December 31st, end of the month, all of that, all of that. How will it end? What's gonna happen? I'm about to tell you, and I'm gonna listen. It's gonna be a little bit of a longer reading. I'm just doing the rest of the December, but I do really want to just go a little bit more meaningful around this time because the end of the year. Thank you so much for being with me all year long. Y'all are amazing. I really appreciate your support, and let's jump in. Let's jump in. All right. This is definitely going to be a time of introspection, okay, Taurus, and you're going to have some really good moments. I'm looking at what's happening for you. So remain optimistic, throughout that's just what's gonna matter. Being optimistic, all right, throughout the next half or the latter half of December. And I'm not talking about glass half full. I'm talking about glass overflowing. All right. These are because we do have these squares that I've been talking about. I talked about your monthly forecast. I, gave you that heads up. You may feel a little bit squeezed toward the end of December. And now we are here. So just continue to vibrate at this high frequency. Okay. Attract everything you deserve. You know how the law of attraction works. All right. So let me break these down. You see, these are the dates here for some of these aspects that you're probably gonna feel a little bit of a squeeze, okay? But these are just the peaks, right? The dates. So you're gonna feel it all. You've all throughout this entire time, even beginning of January, even like you've already been feeling some of these aspects. And you do see we have a new moon as well. That's going to kick off, 2025. And it is a tricky one. So that's why I'm going to spend a little bit of time with you. But I love this new moon for you. Now, if you are a cross watcher, same thing as last week, all the mutable signs, Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo, they're all going to feel, this the most, like the impact of the aspects that are happening. And we will talk about this new moon, all the, we'll talk about who's going to be most impacted with the new moon when I do your second spread. Remember, I'm doing that bonus spread at the end of this, but there is one aspect here I want you to pay attention to because it may affect you the most out of all the signs. So let's get started. Well, as you can see, we, kick it off on the 24th, right? This is Jupiter squaring Saturn, 14 degrees, really like exact. Okay, so this is it. This is it. And yes, it is happening Christmas Eve. If you celebrate, Christmas around this time, but even if you don't, this is a day where I just want you to keep an eye on. But again, weeks up to it, weeks after it, this is Jupiter and Saturn, slow moving planets. So those squares are, they linger. They linger. All right. Remember, Jupiter expands and Saturn reduces, right? Saturn contracts, Saturn restricts, while Jupiter wants to like amplify things. So this is all about for you particularly, your future, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, with Saturn and Pisces in your 11th house. There could also be something where you feel a little bit of squeeze with a friendship around this time. Does someone owe you money, by the way? Because it would be because you're a Taurus, first of all. Like Taurus, like if you owe someone money, it's like you paid them yesterday. So it may be someone like a friend or whatnot that you may even just not see eye to eye with a friend, a squad, your squad, a group that you belong to, things like that, things like that. All right. So just know this is really going to have a big, kind of like a test on your belief system, the big picture that you've been working on for yourself, wisdom, all those things that you want to grow. You just may feel a little bit tested because that's what Saturn's going to do. Saturn's going to ask, how committed are you to this, to your future hopes, wishes, dreams, the collective, all of that? Do you know your limits? Right? Are you bringing structure and stability in areas of your life to make sure that your goals, your finish line, everything that you want, you can attain them? Okay, that's what Saturn's going to do. Now, we will have Jupiter square Saturn again in June 2025. So this is just part of a cycle. And by the way, that would be the last time. We won't have Jupiter Saturn square again until 2036 after next year. All right. So it's part of the bigger cycle that started December 2020 with a Jupiter Saturn conjunction. And so think about, you can think about what happened, the months following that for you. Okay, there could have been something there that was starting to grow for you. Something really big, even shifted things in your life. So just remember, this is just part of life. It's just a cycle. Okay, the Jupiter Saturn square helping you work through challenges in a way where you are being practicing patience, okay? Really going within to come out being the best version of yourself. Don't undervalue yourself at this time, okay? Taurus, things that you value, that's really important to you, right? That's a very Taurus trait. So stay true to you. Remember, it's Jupiter here. Stay optimistic with Saturn being here, Saturn being Capricorn's ruler in Capricorn season. This is Saturn just in, his happy place, being that authority and saying, what do you want for your long-term goals? What are they? Because I may limit you at this point to see if you really want that. Or so you just kind of have to navigate anything that feels a little bit hard around this time. Saturn with this type of aspect can bring like reality checks as well, right? Like if you want to be, an astronaut, or if you want like free tacos for life, Saturn's gonna test you and be like, are you sure you want that? I'm gonna see, because Saturn, he's gonna look for cracks, right? In terms of your future hopes, wishes, and dreams. So again, use this time to go deep, authentically, okay? And ask yourself, do I really want free tacos for the rest of my life? Am I exerting too much energy into that manifestation, right? So it's really all about your realistic long-term plans is what Saturn's doing. That's why he's testing you. He's all about discipline, and you want to show him that you are hardworking and committed to your personal and professional goals here, okay? Saturn remembers karma, and Saturn rewards you. So there may be some things around this time that you may adjust, okay, to reach the finish line, your goals, the end game, your legacy. All right. Now, we had Jupiter square Saturn in August just a few months ago. And so this is such a big, you're feeling it. You're feeling it. All right. Because we got maybe a little bit of a break. You've been feeling Jupiter square Saturn since August. We had a little bit of a break in October. And just to bring some context into this, I'm going to give you a real life example, okay? So back when we had Jupiter square Saturn, pretty much all of August up until, mid-September, okay, and remember back in August, Mars was also squaring Saturn. So that was like, so if you're a subscriber, you may remember what happened to me in August, okay? Saturn really tested me. So everything that was happening with my dog, Ruby, right? So by the time August rolled around, I had spent over $15,000 on all, the tests that she had to go through, all the physical therapy, the, muscle therapy, the 2 different vets, back and forth. And so I was feeling that squeeze as an Aquarius, Saturn being in Pisces. That's the second house for Aquarians, with money, with finances. Okay. But, during that time in August, I was also doing, 12 signs a week for every sign, for all y'all, for this channel. And I don't have any help. I don't have like helpers or any, like there's so many hours that go behind the scenes. On top of that, if you're a subscriber, I have a full-time job. And, as a Gemini rising, that's, my 10th house. So there's another thing that was happening in August. Like I had just finished this young adult novel that I'd written. I'm just very proud of myself. I've worked on it for a really long time. I'm very excited about the editing process. Okay. That was kicking in August. And if publishing and writing, like a book or whatnot, or even an essay, 80% of it is editing, right? So I'd gotten to that point, and I had experienced the craziest writer's block in August, on top of taking care of Ruby. And then you may remember I was hospitalized. And so I just give you that real life example. The day that I got out of the hospital, Ruby tore a ligament in her knee. So it's like things were just building and building. And that was Saturn testing me. You've got to let something go. You've been working 60 to 80 hours a week for 2 years now. And so I really felt that. Okay. These are these squares. Now, here's the thing. think about what happened in August for you, right? And so here's what I was going to say is, sure, Saturn is a malefic planet, right? But Saturn, sometimes gets a bad rep. He's on your side. He wants you to grow. He wants you to thrive. And sometimes he's going to make you do it the hard way, like these squares. And so you just have to ask yourself, like, well, I know my limits now, right? Through these aspects. Jupiter square Saturn, everyone's going to have different experiences. Everybody. All right. I'm just letting you know the extent of how it can go. But now this time around, I know my limits. I can chill. I can not get that burnout energy that Saturn squares can bring. And so you can actually change things with Jupiter squaring Saturn. Okay, even your belief system, all of that. It's all about that introspective journey, especially with Jupiter retrograde as well. So don't spread yourself thin, please, please. Okay, because Mars is also retrograde. That's delays, that's pride, that's ego, that's questioning loyalty. And because we're in the thick of Mars retrograde now, I'll talk more about it in the next live stream. But you're probably seeing a lot of things happen in the world, like with Mars retrograde. So anyway, just work with this energy. Don't let it work you, okay? And to be honest, the more that you find Jupiter square Saturn has an impact on you, the more adjustments you might be having to make. And again, for y'all, it is definitely going to be a lot about your self-worth, your self-value, things that you value. Also, money could be a thing here, income, salary, but also friendships, groups you belong to, all of that. Saturn really is, the higher expression here, as well as your future hopes and wishes and dreams. So you just could feel a little bit of test. Now, Taurus, if you have a good memory, okay, the last time we did have Jupiter square Saturn before this cycle was May to June 2016. What was going on in your life back then? Now, let's take screenshots, take notes. Okay, I'm going to cover a lot. December 26th. Now we have Mercury opposite Jupiter and square Saturn. First, Mercury opposite Jupiter. I like. Yeah. I like it. There's going to be something here for money for y'all. It hits both of your money houses, Taurus. But remember that Mercury is in Sagittarius, Jupiter is in Gemini, so they are in mutual reception. And that's just kind of like they're doing this fist bump behind the scenes for you when it comes to money, when it comes to your personal transformation as well. If you're not here for money, having conversations about money, income, salary, it really just something in your physical world. There's something nice. I like that it's happening in the middle of all these squares, because it brings this, bouncy and fun and seeking, higher meaning in life type of energy, big ideas, exciting conversations, Mercury being communication. And Jupiter has always been the king of the gods, okay? He was the wisdom bringer, right? So there could be something here around this day that just hits home, very spiritually moving, knowing your truth, feeling confident about something, very optimistic, expanding the higher mind. Just think of it like the wise owl, like a very wise owl. Just remember not to overindulge or take on too much around this time. A lot of y'all are gonna be having conversations about food. Okay, it's gonna be fun out there, but it's a thing. But it's a great aspect. It's fun, super fun. People who have Mercury opposite Jupiter, Stevie Nicks, Olivia Rodrigo, Barack Obama, they can talk. People listen to them. They can talk. They're fun, right? So Mercury square Saturn, we had this literally 20 days ago on December 6th. So just what happened around that time, right? Maybe there was like not seeing eye to eye with an authority, or maybe there was a part of you that was going through so much, you're just like, I can't do this anymore. You can. So just go deep, practice that patience, know what you want, know that you have the power to choose and make choices. Choose to create your reality. I say that all the time. Just work with Saturn's rules. Don't fight it. Work with it and learn. Remember, Saturn is life lessons, and Saturn will reward you. Okay, you want that? You want that free? What did I say earlier? TikTok. What? Snickers bars. You want free Snicker bars for life? Right? That's what you want. Remember, just go within. Know what you want. And make sure that's realistic. Now, Friday, December 27th. This is the day, Taurus, that you may really feel, okay? Venus squaring Uranus. Now, all right, so now Venus square Uranus, we've got Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, squaring Venus, which is currently in Aquarius. There's something here for you because Uranus is in your sign. Taurus. So this is all about needing freedom. There's something here. Okay. This is a day of breakthroughs. It's a day of breakups possible, right? Or breakdown for breakthrough in relationships, in friendships, community. There is very likely something here with career for you as well. All right. Keep that in mind, something with bosses or investors. Now, if you're in a healthy relationship, you're going to be fine. There's nothing, you know what I mean? Like, but I suggest you use this, whether you're in a relationship or not, just be spontaneous. That's what Uranus wants you to do. And it's in your sign. So it's possibly going to be a part of you that where you surprise your partner doing something. I don't know, going to, going ice skating. Y'all, you put on your wedding dress, they put on their tux and, a screen mask, whatever. Do something just fun. Have a Zoom call under the mistletoe. It's all about the unexpected, surprising yourself even, but having this breakthrough. Uranus is the great awakener. Okay, so use this energy. Big ideas could come out through around this time, especially with career or fame for you. Now, kicking off Monday, the next week, and pretty much, 2025, the second new moon of December. All right, so new moon in Capricorn happening around 5:30 p.m. my time. That's Eastern Standard Time, New York City time. This is a Saturn-ruled new moon in Capricorn during Capricorn season that will be sextiling Saturn. This is kind of a serious vibe. It's a 10 degree. It's a really late 9 degree. I'm rounding up to 10. I mean, Capricorn, 10 degree is Capricorn energy. It is cardinal. It's a cardinal degree. So wow. I mean, birth of new things, big here, but big. Remember, Capricorn is your ninth house. All right. So there's something spiritually moving around this time for you. This is your belief system again, and you're feeling all of that because you have that overlap with Mercury and Sagittarius. And so, which is all about your transformation, the eighth house, right? So there's parts of you that are transforming, and I see this being like a serious new moon for you. Okay. It is Saturn ruled. It's, being disciplined, grounding yourself, feeling ambitious though. Not just having a plan, but committing to it. Remember, I talked about this in our monthly forecast, but setting realistic, secure long-term goals for 2025. Now, again, there may be something here with travel. I would not be surprised if a lot of y'all are going on some long trips, foreign cities, foreign lands, foreign cultures, meeting people overseas, things like that. All right. Just to gain more wisdom and whatnot. Book publishing, podcasting, big. All right. This is a time where you can really, really, hit a home run, all but net any of those references. And that's because it not only is it Saturn ruled, but I did your 2025 forecast. And I told you in your 2025 forecast, the corresponding full moon in July 2025 is, if not the best, if not one of the best, okay? Full moons of 2025. So what rewards do you want to reap by then? Remember, not only does Saturn reward you, Saturn is karma, but this is a bountiful full moon that we're going to have. So set yourself up now. Now, remember, all of this is happening during the time of the new moon. All right. So just don't lose motivation. Okay. 2 days after the new moon, Mars is going to be opposite Pluto, and that's going to be big. And so you're going to feel that this week too. Okay. That's going to be really big, especially with family, especially with the foundations of your life. They may, there's just end career for y'all. There may be something that you're adjusting around this time. So anyway, okay. So that's it. Okay. So, there's a couple other aspects I'm going to talk about when I do your second spread. All right. I'm going to go through the lunations like I did last week. I don't think I did all the lunations for you, Taurus, last week, so I'm going to make it up for you this week, and I'm going to do something else, pull more cards, but we'll definitely do a deeper dive into this Capricorn new moon for you. But there are some things that other things that are happening that you're going to be like mind blown. All right, so anyway, let's see what's going on for you, Taurus, for the last half of December, from the 23rd to the 31st for Taurus. Taurus rising and Taurus moon. Okay. All right, Taurus. Wow. We're here. Happy holidays. Listen, I do a traditional cult across spread, by the way. Offers the best overview. Yeah. We'll pull clarifiers if we need to. Secondly, Taurus, y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for all your support. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all. I love my Tauruses. And I'm very, very excited for you. Very, very excited for you for next year. Big money stuff. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, you listen. I don't make this up. You saw me shuffle. Right? You saw me shuffle. Like, I don't make this up. Like, this is one of those spreads where I just don't know. I mean, like, you're getting a mic drop. I'm gonna light one of these. I don't even know what to do. Like, this is insane. Oh my gosh. Okay, so clearly you're good. You got all these court cards, okay? And the major arcana here. So all court, major, very significant. Very significant. Let's get it started. You got the Page of Pentacles. So moving into, the latter half of December, there you go. Page of Pentacles. It does seem like, the fact that you do have all this Capricorn energy in your ninth house anyway, like you got Mercury in your eighth, you're learning something new. The Page of Pentacles, very earthbound, has a lot of Taurus energy in it, right? So there's something new with the pages, like fresh new beginning. There's something here that you may already be moving into where, finances are involved, right? Money's involved. It may be like a side hustle, new project, whatever it is. There's also something within your physical world that could be coming in that's changing your life. Something that for me, the feeling is like, you're on that path, right? He's the biggest student, by the way, the Page of Pentacles. So learning something, like I said, that Capricorn energy, and even this new moon in Capricorn that's happening in your ninth house, big. It is higher education. So some of y'all may be going back to school to learn something to make more money or whatever it is. But I love this because it shows you're already moving into this path. You're already taking this big step. Now you got the King of Cups on the heart of your spread. Hello. Very interesting here, okay? Because you gotta look at your entire spread, but just the fact you got the King of Cups in your spread, really good, because it's like you're leading with your heart. You are Venus ruled, right? So a lot of heart energy, passion, compassion, empathy, all of that the King of Cups stands for. Someone who is just very emotionally stable, to the point where he's vibrating at this really, really high frequency, where he's enlightened, where he's intuitive, where, he's selfless. I love this, okay? Really nice. Now, what's really interesting is you did get justice in your challenge area. And so remember, I said there may be something with partnerships, relationships this time for you, okay? There may be some changes. The end, okay? Or you may be really taking a good, close look. And there's a big reason why. I'm going to do it in the second spread. I'm going to tell you why, okay? But the King of Cups is Scorpio, right? Your opposite sign. So partnerships, relationships. You got justice attributed to Libra, the native ruler of partnerships and relationships. So there may be something here that you're working with here. All right. So it does look like some of y'all getting out of a certain one can bring you all this abundance and wealth and put you in a place where you feel more of that in your life. And again, it can be career. It can be love. It can be your nanny, whatever. Just whatever one-on-one thing. But there may be something with love here, okay? Cups, love, emotions, feelings. You got that Judge here. You got justice here, okay? So there may be something there. Just keep that in mind, all right? Just work with those energies, all right? The other thing is someone may not be seeing something the way that you see things. And it just may be a little bit of like not seeing eye to eye, where you know that you're in the right with that Queen of Pentacles with the Hierophant as well. Wow. Okay. So Queen of Pentacles in your crown. So like I said, money may be a big thing, but it's more about that wealth, spiritual wealth, wealth in your world, others involved. Okay. Taking care of others. Also just moving forward this week, being very practical, practically minded, maybe a good way to say it. I love the fact you got these two court cards, the pentacles here. So again, finances, money, but there is a sense of like growing. I did that. Did I just snapped twice. Growing in this, like you're in a place where like my biggest goal right now is to secure myself financially and even in my physical world, have a lot of stability there. And for that to happen, there's going to be things that that are growing, whether it's, you know, my income, my company, my job, whatever it is, my family, whatever it is. There's just something here where you are definitely going deep. He is the most spiritual. You got the Hierophant here. Not only is he like the most spiritually driven and active, and you know that's his sweet spot, right? Being that voice of reason, but divination. Hierophant is you, okay? The Hierophant is attributed to Taurus. And remember, I said this is all about wisdom. Remember, I've been talking about we're even moving into the age of wisdom. You see the two columns here that are gray, that are, you know, gray representing wisdom, but also they're, you've heard of like Solomon's temple. They're from his temple, the wisdom of Solomon. Anyway, you're good. You're absolutely good. You got the Wheel of Fortune in your future. Change is happening. Change is happening. This faded new journey for you that is, again, could be very surprising. You do have that aspect, and you know, for you this week, that may open up some big door for you. So just know if something goes a little sideways and you're just like, you know, because Mars is retrograde, we do have these squares. Know that they were meant to make room for just continue. You're vibrating at this high frequency this week. That is a given with the Hierophant and with the King of Cups. Yes. Okay. Emotionally too. All right. Remember, emotions are neutral. It's the energy that you put toward emotions that matter, that create that experience, that create the reality that you want and how you want to feel. Move. And that's what opens this door, this Wheel of Fortune in your future. A card attributed to Jupiter, right? And then you've got, it is a 10. All right. So 1 0 equals 1, new beginning. All right. There is that new moon for you as well. So you're lucky. You're great. You're here too. There's you and you and you. You're all over your own spread, right? You see the 4 fixed signs at the corners here? Wow. So yeah, faded new path opening up for you. Let's get to your stuff. Taurus, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, all of that. Oh, you know I appreciate it. You know I appreciate you. Thank you so much. What a year it's been. What a year has it been. You know I love y'all. Taurus, all right, let's get to your oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so you can't possibly like, if just energetically, I feel like I need to like break out you want me to break out the frequency chart? Maybe I'll do it at the end. I'm going to show you. Yeah, like this is, you see what's happening here. Okay. How do you even start? Okay, so why don't we get started with the Chariot? Great. Nothing's going to stop you. Keep going. You're on a mission. You're on a journey. You've got this confidence. You got this willpower. Balancing any dualities in your life. I mean, with a Charioteer here, you're good. You're good. You see that he's not even holding on to the reins. You know, those Sphinxes, they go anywhere, right? You already got that in your future here. You know, there's a mystery that comes with them, right? So like some things you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen in the future, but you are creating it. You're creating your reality. Like you see the Sphinx here in the Wheel of Fortune, the 2 here. And, you know, with this card, it doesn't matter which direction they go. You're in charge. It's that willpower. All right. It's it's all of that. He's not holding on to any reins, and he's not stopping. He's moving forward. You even see him. Look at him. Look at his chariot. It's a box of concrete. He's not going back. He's moving. You're good. You're good. And the last thing was to show that magician baton in his hand. So you're learning a lot. You've learned a lot. Oh my goodness. And you're applying it, okay? Because the magician, he learns that this is card 7, right? The major arcana. What did I say? Introspection. This is 7, introspection. Now, in your external factors, look at what you got. You got the magician with the magician's baton. You got 2 of them here. Oh my goodness. I can't. I don't even remember where this goes. Okay, so yes, doors are truly opening up for you, Taurus, in this insane way. In this insane way. You got the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician. 1, 0, what I say, equals 1. You got card 1 here. This new beginning. Oh my goodness. And this is the power to manifest whatever you want. You, as above, so below. Bringing everything. Remember, realistic, right? Bringing everything that you are dreaming about, hoping about, all your vision, all that. Bring it to into your reality so it takes action. Now, with the Magician here, yeah, it could be someone truly opening doors for you as well. Okay? There could be someone that you're doing something for the first time with as well, creating this new path, this new journey. Oh my goodness. I can't. The other thing is, I didn't even mention that. I should have mentioned this earlier. The Queen of Pentacles. I feel like I did, and I feel like this came up in one of your past readings, but Queen of Pentacles, there's so many references here to the Magician. Remember, I was talking about that fertility and that growth, right? Well, there you go. The Magician, you see the roses, that's passion, that's blood, that's action, inspired action. You see their outfits are inside out. Now, you also see here, I think I pointed out a little bunny rabbit hidden, right? That represents all that. Magician, they've known to pull the bunny out. Anyway, this is the ether. With the Wheel of Fortune, with the Magician here, this is the ether. You're good. You got that 9 of Pentacles, the only card that is not a major arcana or a core card. This is what you want. You're gonna get it. You got this. You got this. That wealth, that sense of independence, very disciplined. Remember, I said that's what Saturn wants, right? It's like that. You will be, you are. This is wealth and abundance, but also big feeling like free, standing in your garden of abundance. And speaking of abundance, in your final outcome, you have the Empress. Now, this is like mic drop energy, your entire spread. I honestly, I'm even gonna do this so you can see it a little bit more. Yeah. My life is about to change in a huge way. And maybe things in the past were just I didn't feel this abundance in my life. So now I've taken that action to have that abundance, and look at what you're going to reap. Look at what you're yielding here. I mean, high yield. I mean, this is the Empress. This is not only abundant, it's love. It's super conscious love. It's passion. It's sensuality. All right. Remember, you're Taurus. That's Taurus. That's a Taurus thing. You know that, right? The Empress, you even see the symbol of Venus here, right? Venus being your ruler. So there's a lot of your energy here. Sexuality as well with the Empress, but the birth of new things as well. It's a 3. 1, 2 equals this new reality. Oh my diddly days. I cannot even believe this. You've got the not. Let me just see. Y'all having kids? Some of y'all having kids. Okay, the Empress is pregnant. Some of y'all may find out that you're pregnant. Yeah, okay. No, that's a thing. But it really is about. Remember, I talked about that fertility, that the growth of something that's growing in your life here. Well, even in the Empress, you see, the golden wheat. It's this new crop. I mean, you are so good. You see the pomegranates all over her gown, right? There's just so much abundance here. Spend time in nature, okay? But this is your life is changing. I can't, I'm speechless again. Taurus, this is spreads like these are rare. You know that. All right. So let's break it down. Okay. Let me see. So I'm gonna tell you about a couple things that. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna use the Aquarius tarot. Yeah, because we are on the brink of the age of Aquarius. I don't think I use this for y'all, but okay. So now let me tell you a couple things, Taurus, for you particularly. All right. Um, on December 22nd, we have the last quarter moon. So again, around that time, it really is just planning, preparing for the new moon, right? So kind of like the beginning of your race, like like on a track and field, like, but it's manifesting, it's planning. The 23rd, Monday. Pay attention to this day. We have this wonderful air trine with a moon in Libra, right? That's really great. Okay. Venus in Aquarius. You got Jupiter in Gemini as well. So could be, it's a great time to just be social, right? The moon in Libra. It's a great time to be social, make new friends. This is big energy around partnerships, by the way, right? You already see that happening for you and for you particularly. There also could be something with legal matters. All right. Now, December 24th. The moon is void all day. So thankfully, this is like near the holidays, right? Or is the holidays, because you never really want to initiate something or even have like when the moon is void. And I'll explain that in my next live stream. It's just, it's basically like okay, so to give you an example, like I never take any work calls or Zoom calls while the moon is void, and you will see a difference. You will see a difference how productive and things get done when the moon is not void. But when the moon is void, it's just a conversation that goes in circles and nothing gets accomplished. Okay. Now, Wednesday, December 25th, if you celebrate Christmas, obviously Christmas Day, the moon is going to be in Scorpio. And so this is what I wanted to tell you. Okay. This is what I wanted to tell you. Around this time, on this day and the day after, it's going to be a little bit deep. Okay, there's this depth with the moon in Scorpio, which, by the way, will be sextiling the sun. All right, so you're going to have a big, deep conversation, heart conversations around this time. You may even be investigating things around this time, like things coming to the surface with the moon in Scorpio. But just remember, Scorpio is your opposite planet. So big emphasis on partnerships and relationships, however commitments, however they resonate with you. Now, Friday, December 27th to Sunday, December 29th, the moon is going to be in Sagittarius all weekend. This is fun. This is absolutely fun. Remember, Venus is going to be squaring Uranus around this time, and that's going to have a big impact on you. So just have some sort of movement around this time. Travel, publishing, all of that could be really nice for you. Big ideas around this time. But again, you, particularly still Taurus, are going to feel this depth in terms of partnerships, and it can be like business partnerships too. All right, just you really going deep around this time. Saturday the 28th, Chiron, the wounded healer, goes direct. Okay, remember, it's in Aries, and this is kind of like the soft direct. But Monday, the 30th, and Tuesday, December 31st, is New Year's Eve. I talked about this. Mercury is going to be trining Chiron. I think this is the second or third Chiron trine with Mercury. I love this. This is healing old wounds. This is speaking healing words into existence, moving forward with, constructive conversations. I absolutely love this. Okay. And so this is definitely going to be something that you will be going through. You're going to be going deep. All right. But it's got to be a lot of layers that you may go through, even subconsciously. But this is a wonderful aspect. Okay. So those are kind of like the lunations. And we're going to focus on the new moon, right? This new moon that's already in your ninth house of, spirituality and wisdom and your philosophies, how you see things. All right. So, Taurus, let's do it. Let's break it down. For the new moon in Capricorn. Wow. That one's going to be big. That one's going to be big for you. Okay. All right. So, we're going to see. Okay. So what have we got here? So this new moon. Wow. Okay. So you did get these two sevens. You got the 7 of Wands and the 7 of Swords. Yeah. And the Emperor. Okay. So around this new moon, remember what I said, this Aries energy with Chiron going direct in Aries, and then Mercury trining Chiron. That's all your 12th house. Okay. So that's That's deep. That's a subconscious. And you've got the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands as well. Okay. So there's going to be a lot of you around the time of the new moon going deep, right? Go really deep to unroot things. And that is where you move forward in your story, becoming so empowered with that Emperor energy. A lot of y'all are going to be feeling it too. Even with the Seven of, Wands and the Emperor and then the Seven of Swords, it doesn't matter. It's you facing your truth and being honest with yourself about anything that's going on in your life around this time of the new moon. Okay. The Emperor is Aries. That's why I bring that up, by the way. And then you've got the, Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords. So family and work energy there, where it may be like you drawing a line in the sand because you got that empowerment with Emperor here, and Seven of Swords, like not letting anyone, deceive you, be dishonest with you, things like that. But again, a lot of this is more for you to feel empowered moving forward into 2025 and facing your truths, okay? Because when you're facing your truth, you're being honest with yourself, you're being your authentic self, smooth sailing, all right? You have one of the best. Don't tell the other signs. You have one. Oh gosh. Okay. So yeah, you're good. Yeah, one of the best. You have the longest reading too. Literally, Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, Empress. You got the Hierophant here as well. You got all these court cards. It was just that one Nine of Pentacles. That's an amazing card, and that's the direction you're moving anyway. Just know that something new and big is coming. Big life-changing Taurus. Y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, would be great. If you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. And next week we'll go. You know what? Next week we do January, and January's it's big. It's big. We'll talk about that. You're gonna have so much focus on career. So much is happening there. But we'll talk about it. And money, by the way. Thanks so much, Taurus. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.